Hey guys, right now we are going to be looking at the constructed response activity for weathering and erosion and avalanche. So I'm going to add a response as a sample student. You're going to be writing your response as yourself. So first thing I'm going to do is read all of the instructions. So reread weathering and erosion and avalanche, then answer the comprehension questions. Use your best writing and complete sentences. Number 1, contrast. Find differences between weathering and erosion with avalanches. Use information from both texts to support your answer. So what I'm going to be doing is finding the differences between weathering and erosion and avalanches. Since it says to use information from both texts to support your answer, I'm going to give myself some sentence stems so that I don't forget to do that. So one sentence stem I'm going to use is the text states, or the article states, or I could say something like, I read in the article that ... because we don't want to forget to say what the article tells us. You can just say the differences between the two, but you need to let us know that you got the information from the text. So the first thing I need to do to support my answer from the text is look back over them. So I'm going to look at my articles. First is weathering and erosion. So nature is always changing. Those changes are called natural events. Some natural events happen quickly. Think of a fire that starts when lightning strikes a tree. Other events happen slowly, such as when rocks are worn down over hundreds of years. This happens because of weathering and erosion. So I know that weathering and erosion means rocks are worn down really, really slowly. I wonder how that compares to avalanches. I'm going to go look at that. Have you ever heard of an avalanche? Avalanches are sudden natural events where large amounts of snow and ice slide down a mountain. So just reading the first paragraph of each article, it tells me the major difference. Avalanches are sudden natural events, whereas weathering and erosion happen over hundreds of years. So what I'm going to do is the text states that weathering and erosion happens over hundreds of years. Not years, years. I read in the article that avalanches happen, sorry, my dog just jumped onto the bed. Avalanches happen very quickly. So right off the bat, I've contrasted the differences between weathering and erosion versus avalanches, and I cited the text. Oops, my pen fell onto the keyboard. So, contrast weathering and erosion with avalanches. Use information from both texts to support your answer. The text states that weathering and erosion happens over hundreds of years. I read in the article that avalanches happen very quickly. And then, just to kind of summarize or use a concluding sentence, I'm going to say, this is a major difference between weathering and erosion and avalanches. So with this answer, I did everything that the question asked me to. Let's take a look at number 2. Can avalanches cause weathering and erosion? Support your answer using evidence from both texts. So again, before I even go into the texts to look for that answer, I'm going to give myself the sentence stem so that I remember to use text evidence. The article states ... and I read in the article that ... So as you go in and find the answers in the article, make sure to use these sentence stems to show me that that information you're using came from the article. That is how you support your answer using text evidence in a constructed response.